Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. I thought today I would just share my little seed haul with y'all today and show you what kind of stuff that I'm planning on growing this year. I have a lot of seeds. I save a lot of seeds, but some of my seeds were getting kind of older. Once they get past 2, maybe 4 years old, they don't germinate quite as good. So this year I decided to purchase my seeds from my local Lowe's store and give this brand a try and see if we can produce more produce this year. So I'm just going to show a few things that I know grow very well in my area and a couple of new things that I'm going to try to see how it does. Of course, some seed potatoes. This is the Gold Rush, and I'm going to try the Yoakum Gold. Won't be long, and I'll be getting my seed potatoes ready. Here in the South, I usually cut the eyes off the potatoes the beginning of February, let them harden off, scab over, and then try to plant them in the ground by Valentine's Day. So we have some bell peppers. We definitely love some bell peppers. I do have some seeds that I saved from last year, but I want to add some fresh blood to the batch. So we do have 4 packs of those. And last year I could not find the yellow crookneck squash for anything around my area. So I did find a couple of packs. Now squash usually goes crazy around here and provides a lot of seeds for the next year. So I did not need very many of those. And these are the sweet banana peppers. Love to pickle those. Great in all kind of fresh salads and different kinds of dishes. I did get some of the eggplant. We do like to make the eggplant parmesan, and of course just fried eggplant. I believe I have a lot of cherry tomato seeds, but I want to go ahead and get some fresh ones. Don't take very many of those and you'll have more cherry tomatoes than you know what to do with. Okay, we have our Roma tomatoes, good for making tomato sauce, tomato paste, tomato juice. Can't never have too many tomatoes. And plus, we like to just eat fresh tomatoes and make some sausage. Absolutely love fried green tomatoes, so I try to get the larger varieties to do that. Again, I have lots of these seeds already, but it was time to refresh the batch. These little radishes are delicious. They are called icicle short top. They grow wonderful. They're very mild. There's not a lot of spice to them. Just a very good crunch to add to any salad. And then we have the red version. I can't really see what it says. French breakfast. And I'm not sure. Those are red. They're a darker color. So I'm thinking they're going to be a little more of a bite to them. Either way, radishes are very good for you and easy to grow. This okra caught my attention. It says it's the Louisiana green velvet. So it's supposed to be a good variety for my area. I do have tons of okra seeds thanks to Aunt Nell from years ago. I'm thinking that these okra seeds that I have from her are like heirloom seeds, because I know I've been growing from a bag of seeds for the past almost 20 years. Then I just keep saving more seeds. But I want to try another variety and see how they do. I like to fry okra, put it in gumbo, and also fried okra and pickled okra. Also, dehydrated okra is a wonderful little snack. I did not have me any of these giant red mustard seeds. I love greens, any kind of variety, so I want to add some of those to my greens collection. And of course the garden beans. These are the Blue Lake bush type. We grow the pole and the bush type. I find that the bush definitely has been proven to yield us more green beans. So I will not be going with the pole type anymore. It is a little more work bending over to take care of the bush beans. But I was able to yield a whole lot more green beans to can and put up by using the bush beans. So I'm going to stick with the varieties that I know works for me in my area and what yields the most produce. I do regrow celery all the time, but I thought it would be great to have a backup to keep me some celery seeds. I did save some of my celery seeds last year, but I was not sure if they were going to germinate. So as a backup, I just went ahead and bought me another pack of them. Same thing with these. I like to dehydrate them. I like to chop them up and freeze them and cook with them almost every day. And also good with peanut butter and some raisins, which we call an ant on a log, is a great little healthy snack. Pickling cucumbers, I really don't think we needed these, but we went ahead and got some anyway, just in case the other seeds were getting too old to germinate. And some of the straight 8 cucumbers. Definitely want to put up some pickles. My cucumbers did not do very well last year, so I want to get some more so I can put up some pickles this year. Also, pickles were the first thing that I learned how to can ever. So let me know in the comments below what was something that you canned and what was the first thing that you ever learned to can. Mine was pickles, and then it was salsa, and then I'm pretty sure it was off to the green beans. And then the end of story, I started canning everything. Parsley. Loved to cook with fresh parsley, dehydrated parsley, and actually dehydrate it and grind it and make parsley like a flour with it, just like an onion powder. So it's a parsley powder. So you can never have too much parsley. These are supposed to be the container varieties, which will work really good in the raised gardens, the raised beds. So I always try to plant me some parsley. Now I haven't gotten very good at saving the seeds on those. So this is generally one that I like to purchase every year. And it's the extra triple curly. They grow kind of large, but that's the variety that I enjoy. Okay, now I've never grown sage before. You see where we're at here. So I thought I would give it a whirl. I have planted herbs for years and years and years and years. Some has been very successful and some has not. But every year you can count on one thing. I'm going to keep trying different varieties of herbs because I really want to have that cute little fenced in little kitchen garden with all of my herbs in it. I have several places that I have herbs planted, the ones that do well, but I'm always trying to add more variety to my herb garden. Spaghetti squash. We have been eating a lot more spaghetti squash to stay away from all the pasta, to watch our carbs. We absolutely love the spaghetti squash. We had about a dozen or so last year, and same thing, we saved the seeds, but we weren't going to solely depend on the seeds to see if they were going to make it or not, so we went ahead and purchased some more just to make sure we had some good fresh seeds here on the homestead. And I believe all of these are the heirloom variety. And I want to add some orange pumpkins to the homestead. Y'all know I love the white ones. I grow the white ones. I have enough seeds to plant the whole neighborhood. So I want to go ahead and try some of the orange ones to add some color and variety to the pumpkin garden. And my husband likes squash. This is a winter acorn squash. So we're going to try it again. We've tried a different variety and it did not work as well, but we're going to give it a try again and see if we can get them to produce this fall and just add another variety to our squash in our winter squash collection. Alright, and these seeds right here, I want to try them. I know they were a little pricier. They were the easy to grow. This is the lettuce, the Butter Crunch. Absolutely love this lettuce. It's a great lettuce. And it's supposed to be easy to grow. I'm not sure about this variety, this brand, but I'm going to give it a try. And also the daisies. The daisies are great, wonderful health benefits. Great to add to your herbal teas and some other types of herbal concoctions, such as tinctures. Just a great one to have around the homestead, so I thought I would just add a few more. Now this isn't nearly the collection of seeds that I have. This is just my seed haul for this year. I have a big old tote that has seeds all separated by the years, the older seeds, the new seeds. So now I will put these away and file them in the order so that I have a backup plan for seeds. I also purchased me a new pair of garden gloves over there, work gloves. So I think that's about all for today. I don't start sowing my seeds until the mid-February. I know a lot of people are getting the fever to start seeds early, but from my experience, I've learned that it's a lot more work and a lot more hassle if you start your seeds too early. They want to shoot up really fast, and then you have to get them out of those little seed pots because they will become root bound or get woody and just shoot off in the growth, and then you have to keep replanting them and up potting them, and then it's still, the ground's not ready for the seeds. So if you have a greenhouse, that is wonderful. I have a small greenhouse that I start my seeds in, but I don't like to start them too soon so that whenever they get on up about 4 to 6 inches tall, I'm ready to stick them straight in the ground. So I usually wait until mid-February before I start my seeds, and depending on what it is, a lot of these can be sown straight in the ground after any chance of frost is gone. Generally, here in the South, it's usually a pretty good rule of thumb to wait until Good Friday to sow your seeds in the ground and to stick your transplants in the ground. But that varies, and with the climate change, the environment being different, we all just have to do what we think is best and start our seeds whenever we're comfortable starting our seeds. Well, I hope everyone has a very, very productive garden season this year. I know lots of people are anxious and excited to have a garden this year. Remember, it's a lot of work. It's a challenge, but it can be done. But you have to be committed and devoted to taking care of your garden. It's not just going to grow itself when you throw the seeds out there. So sometimes it does take a lot of work, and you can't forget to not neglect them. But anyway, I hope everyone's garden does absolutely amazing this year, and that we all can produce some really, really yummy, healthy food and beat this inflation thing and grow our own vegetables. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.